Anderson Cooper interviewed State Senator Al Melvin from Arizona. He's one of the guys behind the extreme anti-gay law that legalizes all kinds of discrimination. This is a great interview. It's a little long, but you get a peek into the mind of a crazy person.
Senator, this law came about in reaction to cases in other states where people have been sued because they refused to contribute in some way to a same-sex wedding, a wedding photographer in New Mexico, for example. And I know you say this is an attempt in Arizona to protect people's religious beliefs, but the places where it's occurred in other states, like New Mexico, are states that have laws against discriminating against people based on sexual orientation. So Arizona doesn't have a state law protecting gay people. So there's no federal law either, so it's already legal to refuse service to someone who's gay in most cities in Arizona already, correct?
Well, the bottom line for us and those who voted for it, and it was a majority in both chambers, is it's as basic as religious freedom. You could say that it might be preemptive after we saw what has taken place in some other states, but we think it's nothing more and nothing less than protecting religious freedom in our state, and we take that very seriously.
And I understand that, but it is legal already to discriminate against somebody who's gay in Arizona. You can fire somebody because they're gay. There's no law against that in most cities in Arizona, correct?
Well, I've been in our Senate for 6 years, and I don't know of any provision in our state laws to discriminate against anyone. But sir, as Democrats and Republicans alike, that we don't want to discriminate against anybody.
Right, but under federal law and under Arizona law, except for a few cities, there's no sexual orientation is not included among race and gender and disability as things you can't discriminate against, correct?
Well,
it's yes or no, correct?
That's why this bill, this bill will prevent discrimination, and that's what we want to do here.
If I'm a Catholic loan officer, say in a bank, and I don't like the idea of loaning money to a divorced woman because Jesus spoke against divorce very strongly, or I don't want to loan money to an unwed mother, even though she might be, able to pay me back as a loan officer, I just don't, it's against my religious belief. My religious belief is sincere. Under your law, I could refuse to do business with a unwed mother or a divorced woman, correct?
I don't know where you're getting your hypotheticals from, sir. Divorced women, and what was the other one you cited?
Unwed mother. I mean, Jesus
spoke. Who would be against an unwed mother? I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be against a divorced woman.
But sir, as you know,
I don't understand.
Sir, as you know,
trying to
no, I'm not. Sir,
discrimination to the nth degree.
No, actually, sir, I'm talking about what Jesus taught. Jesus spoke against divorce. He actually spoke against divorce. He never said anything about gay people. So there are plenty of people who would oppose doing business with a gay person. I'm saying if under your law, if it's a sincere belief on the part of that loan officer, and doing business with that unwed mother or that divorced woman would not be a trivial or a technical or a minor burden on my beliefs. And that's my argument. Under your law, I don't have to do business with that person.
I think you're being far-fetched, with all due respect, sir.
If somebody is fired because they're gay or lesbian in your state, is that discrimination? Would you say that's discrimination?
I don't know of anybody that discriminates in our state, sir.
Okay, I'm just saying, but if somebody is fired, a boss doesn't like some guy on their staff or woman on their staff because they're gay or lesbian, and they're fired for that, which is legal because there's no protection for sexual orientation, is that discrimination?
You're trying to distort a religious freedom bill, and
sir, you're running for governor of the state of Arizona. Sir, you're running for governor of the state of Arizona.
Yes, I am.
You're going to be governor of gay and lesbian people, and you can't even go on the record and say if a gay and lesbian person is fired simply for being gay or lesbian, that's discrimination. You can't even make that leap and just say, yeah, that would be discrimination.
I don't know of any case like you just cited, sir.
I want to give you one more opportunity because I think this is going to come back on you. If somebody anywhere in America is fired because they're gay or lesbian, and that's the reason they're fired, just because somebody doesn't like them, and it's legal in that state, is that discrimination?
I'm against all discrimination, and I want maximum religious freedom, sir.
So, okay, you can't answer that question. Then I gave you the opportunity.
That's
Senator,
my answer to you.
I hear you.
I know you're trying to set me up, and I'm not going to stand for it, sir.
That's amazing. That entire thing was amazing. I mean, you could almost see on that guy's face that he's a stupid person. You could see that he's a silly person, that he's not capable of connecting dots. That it's like omit the logic. It's like talking to a brick wall of ignorance. Like nothing's allowed to permeate his thick head, his dense head. And spare me. I know a lot of kids are, oh, you're being mean, you're being rude. Even some liberals might say that. I don't give a fuck whose feelings I'm hurting. I'm telling you the truth. It's not me. Go back and look at the entire thing again. Look at the guy's face. Look at how he's perceiving questions. Look at how he's acting. Look at his responses. I mean, it's a joke. So, Anderson Cooper, in Arizona, it's already legal to fire somebody or kick somebody out for being gay. So why did you do this? The guy's response, we like religious freedom. Yeah, but wait a second, dude. You didn't answer my question. I just said that in Arizona, it's already legal to fire somebody or kick somebody out for being gay. Did you know that? We like religious freedom. All right, let's move on. You do know divorced people, unwed people, black people, Muslims, people of all different religions, all these people can be discriminated against according to the text of your law. Do you get that? Who would be against those people? Idiot, I'm telling you, in the Bible, in the Christian religion, Jesus is against these people. Different parts of the Bible are against all these people. You know, the Bible's against cutting your hair and body piercings. You can kick out anybody for any reason and claim it's for religion. Don't you understand that? So, what's going on here? Well, there's no discrimination where I'm from. Yes, there is. You're full of shit, and you're not making sense. Who would be against those people? I just told you, conservative Christians, many of them are against those people. We're going to do a story later where this exact thing comes into play, stories of this exact thing happening. Who would be against those people? Plenty of people, plenty of conservative Christians. Why are you being dense? Anderson asks, if a gay guy is fired for being gay, is that discrimination? The world's simplest softball, right down the center of the plate, going like 7 miles an hour, swing and a miss. You're trying to trap me. No, he's not. He's giving you an opportunity to redeem yourself at the end of the interview where you could say, yes, that is discrimination, and we're totally against that in all cases. But you don't do that. You don't do that. Because the only so-called freedom you stand for is religious freedom. So you're for the freedom to take away other people's freedom. That's the type of freedom you're in favor of. You're in favor of people saying, I want to kick you out because you're an unwed mother. I want to kick you out because you're divorced. I want to kick you out of my place of business because you're Muslim. I don't like you because you're gay. I'm not going to hire you because you're somewhat effeminate. So you're in favor of somebody's freedom to take away other people's freedoms to be whoever they want to be without fear of persecution and without being treated equally under the law.